Yeah, the way the Gigajam lessons work is there's a group of objectives, as you say at the beginning, and each one of those has an outcome which we hope to achieve in order to step through each lesson en route to becoming a better bass player, and usually playing exercises to support that knowledge that we've learnt and aid our understanding of it, put it all into practice, and then at the end of the lesson, a bit of a rock out will play.
I like it. All right, so what are we going to be doing? What are our objectives? Break them down for me.
Yeah, good. Our objectives today. The first one is to understand quarter notes. So that's how musicians talk about rhythm, the values, the nominal values of rhythms. The next objective is to talk about root notes, which is what the bass does, plays one note at a time usually to root the music, give it a nice firm foundation. So we're going to learn a couple of notes. We're going to learn A, and we're going to learn to play that in two places using an open string and fretting that note. And the other note we'll learn today is G. And the next objective is to be able to play a rock groove. So to do that, we'll use some exercises switching between those two notes back and forth to get that fluency and that flow that you need to be a bass player.
OK, it's a lot to fit in a half-hour slot.
Should we get on with it?
Let's start. What should we do first? We
should talk about the first objective, which is quarter notes. So as I was saying, it's the way musicians talk about the length of notes. Each song is divided into bars. Music's divided into bars. So each bar has a nominal length, and the most usual, the most common length for a bar is 4/4, and that means there's 4 beats in a bar, and it's so common that they call it common time. So what that would mean is they divide up a bar into 4 equal fragments or 4 equal sections. So that's like dividing one whole into 4 quarters.
It's simple when you break it down like that.
And it's supported by the text there. So if we have a look at it.
These are the Gigajam notes we've got here.
Yep.
So that at the bottom, that I'm assuming is a bar.
That's one bar. That's how they write music down. It's called notation, music notation. There's the bass clef, which is where music for the bass is written. And then the C there represents common time, the most common time, which, as we said, is 4/4. And then those 4 notes there, each of those is a quarter note. Each of them lasts 1 beat, 1/4 of the bar. So if we were going to play that, we'd count ourselves in. Do you want to do that?
I can. 1, 2, 3,
and I'd play 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd play 1 quarter note on each of those 4 beats in the bar, so that each quarter note lasts 1 beat.
OK, and then what about when you come to the end of the bar? What happens then?
If you come to the end of the bar, you could stop, or more likely as a bass player, you'd keep going. You'd keep the music happening for the rest of the guys in the band. So you would clone or copy that bar into a whole load of other bars and just keep it rocking and rolling.
I like it. Well, let's keep rocking and rolling. What next?
Good. So that was quarter notes. What we should do now is have a look at how we might play some quarter notes on the bass using an open string, and we're going to use an open string to play the note of A on the bass. So shall I grab my bass? Grab
your bass. Let's talk about open strings and sort of the different string notation values that we've got.
Yeah, here's my bass, which has 4 strings, of course. The thickest one, which we call the 4th string, is the note E. The next one up is A, and that's the one you want to keep your eye on, because that's the one we're going to use today.
Okay.
D is the next one, and G is the first one. So let's do that again. E, A, D, G. Got it?
E, A, D, G. What we should say, and what we should let these guys know, is that you're a left-handed bass player, aren't you?
Good point, good point, good point. Yeah. So this looks a bit strange. Maybe if you grab a bass, you can demonstrate how a normal right-handed person would look playing bass guitar.
I'm not saying you're abnormal.
Thank you.
So we've got E, A, D, G.
Very good. And which one are we going to use today?
A.
Very good. So in terms of picking technique, right-hand technique, we just rest our thumb on the pickup.
Yeah.
Very good. And then, whatever you're comfortable, probably first finger striking that A string.
Pulling it up, is that how you do it?
Yeah, just giving it a little... Great. You don't need to use your left hand at all for this, except maybe to support the bass or control the other strings, maybe stop them from ringing. So if you see any activity here, it'll simply be that. I'll try not to use this hand, but I've got years of habit of, you know. So let's play 4 A quarter notes using that open string.
All right.
You count us in again? You were good at that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So that was a couple of hours of open A strings. How are you doing?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, you're looking good.
I'm feeling the vibe. Have I got
like,
it right? Have I got the technique?
You look great. You look like a bass player. You look like you're playing open A string quarter notes.
Lovely.
Very good.
Thank you.
So what we should do next is use the Gigajam software to reinforce our learning. Very good. You're scrolling down there so everyone can see the layout of the lesson. And if you go down to lesson 1,
yeah,
there are some icons there.
Okay, this is exercise 1. We've got 3 icons.
Exercise 1, yeah.
Push the one on the left?
Yeah, that's going to dial up a video clip from the Gigajam software. There it is. So we'll see somebody demonstrating exercise 1. And here he comes, and he's going to be playing 4 quarter note open A's. As you can see, he's not using his left hand, only using his right hand. Playing 4 open A string quarter notes, one on each bit of the bar. So now I could loop that video example, watch it again, focus on it. You know, we learn a lot by watching other people and just getting a special angle on it. And then I might copy that, play along to it. When I feel comfortable and ready to have a go, I'll click on to the next. You can do that, thank you very much. Click onto the next icon, and that's the Gigajam Bass Extractor, which is a very important part of the software. Very high tech. It allows us to play the track and record our performance.
Right, okay.
So that afterwards I can look at it and listen to it and analyse it and see how I did. See where I went wrong, address that, maybe correct it. So if you want to
let's
tidy up the screen.
Open this up here.
Yep.
And then pull that down, and then obviously we can see all the different other instruments that are in our backing track there.
That's right.
Do you want me to play it, or would you like me to record?
Let's record, let's go for it. We've done a bit of rehearsal, we're ready to go. This is exercise 1. We're playing the open A string, 4 quarter notes. Good luck.
You're doing it, not me.
So there we go, we're playing an open A string.
Yeah.
Only using one hand. And I'm playing 4 quarter notes. And doing my best to put in a good performance on exercise 1.
Yeah. Keeping in time with the music.
Yeah. Trying to get that continuity and that flow of energy to keep the band moving.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably stop there. Thanks for that, Natalie. If I was doing this for real, I'd obviously play right to the end of the track.
Right, I've just pushed the A button there, which is A for analyse.
Good. So the analyzer will come up, and that'll allow us to look at that performance that we just recorded and see how how well we did, how well I did. It's a colour-coded thing, so it's a very easy way to see how close you were to perfection. Did you press on analyzer? Yeah, is it going to come up? There it is.
I think I was being too delicate.
So, not all that good. As you can see, the top line of notation with the bass clef and the C for common time, that's the computer's perfect version. So in an ideal world, that's what I do. Black notes, and then the grey area is for the note length.
Right, and then underneath it is your performance, Terry.
Maybe I shouldn't have recorded that one. So it's very colourful, but I was hoping for a little more black. So I need to do more practice. The software is showing me that I didn't always hit an A, open A string cleanly enough. I've kind of been careless and clipped another string or something. So I can address that the next time I do it. I'll think, okay, well, I'll try and avoid that immediately.
Yeah, well, I mean, to my ear, that sounded perfect.
It's interesting, isn't it, how accurate the technology is. I mean, it's really pretty unforgiving. It's like the recording process in the real world. If you're making CDs or something, it hears everything. So it's a really good indication of how well you're doing, or in my case, not doing.
Right, what should we move on to next?
Yeah, well, that was playing exercise 1 of lesson 1, which was open A string, 4 quarter notes. What the next exercise allows us to do is to play an A, the same A at the same pitch, but in a different place on the bass. Instead of playing the A string, we're going to use the E string to play an A. But we can't play the open string, so we'll have to bring our other hand into play, so you can demonstrate for the normal right-handed people.
For the normal people?
Yeah. The neck is subdivided with these frets.
Yes.
The lines you've got and the frets I've got. So we need to go to the 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put our first finger on there,
On
and
the
that's
E.
going to produce the note of A for us. So this is a fretted note because we're fretting the instrument.
All right,
That's
can
a
I hear that on
fretted A.
yours?
Yeah, it'll sound pretty similar, I would think. The pitch is the same. It sounds like this. Count me in. So that's a fretted A
That's fretted A.
on the 5th string of the E string.
All right, so then if we were following these notes at home, we could click on the video, have a look, see how it happens. We could also maybe load up the extractor, play along with the drum beat, and even record ourselves like we did in the first part.
Exactly as we did before.